Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Jerry Martin and thank you for checking out this walkthrough. This is for Sigi, a Fart for Melusina. And if you hadn't guessed, this is a game about farting. Not really, it's actually a Ghosts and Goblins clone with a flatulent adventurer, and it is a lot easier than Ghosts and Goblins. You can get it on pretty much every platform now, and the name of the game is kind of what made me go, wait, what? Really? Is that really what this is about? But it's not. At least there is flatulence in it, and it is very juvenile in its humor. But basically, this video is a let's play / walkthrough, and we will be getting 100%. Now, before we start, there's a couple things you should know. Number one is that in order to beat the game and get all the trophies / achievements, that you will have to beat the game in under 30 minutes 100%, which is really not that hard. My first time through I got like 28 minutes, but I missed like I think I had 73%, and that was because I didn't get the treasures. But you follow this walkthrough, you will be able to complete it, and the only trophy that you probably won't get in the first run is the 2,500 coins. But I will show you basically how to get that too. So, without further ado, new game. So immediately we're going to start off by running to the right. And you'll notice that there are coins and there are basically Sigi. Where's that beautiful voice coming from? Blimey, what a pair of lungs. Sure. I can feel the pressure rising. Uh-oh. Under pressure. So, another thing to keep in mind too is that every stage has hidden caves, and except for this one, stage 17 and all of the boss stages. So, just keep that in mind if you're playing at home on your own. Now, there is a trophy for getting 100 zombie kills, but you don't have to kill any more than that. So basically, as long as you're proactive about killing enemies, you shouldn't have any problem. So there's the first hidden cave right there. And these shields are basically lives. And you will have more lives than you know what to do with. And as long as you're pretty quick-paced and not, like, sitting around watching the scenery, you will probably beat it in under a half hour, even if you're kind of lollygagging. Another thing, if you happen to mess up on a cave, if you die, you're not able to find a particular letter, then you can actually restart by pausing it and going choose level, after which you will be able to redo the entire level and get what you missed. So just keep that in mind. And you can also jump on their heads like Mario to get the instant kill for pretty much anything for the most part. As you can see, these levels are quite short, and there's only 20 of them in the game, not counting the first castle stage. And of course he does a little doo-doo-doo dance and farts at the end every single stage. This is a Fart for Melusina after all, even though Melusina is only in the beginning and in the end. Well, if you ask me, it's kind of a creepy way. I mean, he doesn't know who this girl is, and he just randomly walks up to her and farts on her, and then now they're in love. Now, you can go in those treasure chests too, but you don't actually need to. Now, the first run I'm going to I'm not going to be stopping too long to pick up coins, though you certainly can if you want to. In fact, if you haven't beaten this game already, then I recommend you probably do at least one playthrough by yourself, just to kind of enjoy the game, see how it runs, that sort of thing. And to do this as your second playthrough. Just a recommendation. And also, if you hadn't found a hidden cave in the stage, then I recommend going back, because like I said, the only one without a hidden cave in it is stage 17, and the boss stages, of course. But the boss stages don't even have the Sigi letters, so bear that in mind as well. And just like that, we're a quarter of the way through. Now this is Blind John, and Blind John is a pretty easy boss. That's not a very cool thing to say. Bend over, it's spanking time. Whoa, what the heck? So basically this guy runs into the wall, and your objective is to hit him while he's keeled over like that. And watch out for the birds and the zombies that spawn. It's not really a tough boss battle. This is all he does really, is just run at the wall, smack, dodge. Why didn't you dodge? I'm sorry, Piccolo. I am dodging. Little abridged humor. If you haven't watched that, that's a pretty great YouTube series. Alright. So level 6. And if I'm not mistaken, level 6 is where the first artifact is. Artifacts are not typically found in the caves. Also, keep in mind, occasionally you'll find chicken that isn't health restorative. It's actually did I actually pass it up? I don't think I did, but no, I didn't. Where was it? Oh, that's right. I remember now. It's up there. But yes, sometimes the chicken is a weapon, and that weapon is not very good. So yes, this is the first level with an artifact. So basically you want to attack the bottom part of that tree. And boom, golden grail. Sorry about that. Level 7. Now there are several of the artifacts that you need to find. But for the most part, they're in the later stages. There are 3 within the last 2 stages alone. And sometimes you won't find letters in the caves, and sometimes you will. But you still have to clear them in order to finish. So if you don't, then just restart the level. There's no big deal. Next. And then these clouds too. You don't have to restart the level if you don't collect them. You can just kill yourself, and then it will respawn you at the last checkpoint with the clouds intact. And can you believe we are almost halfway through this game? Alright, so there's that. I know I said I wasn't going to get it, but might as well. We're going to have time anyway. Did I pass it out? Because there's one that's like right at the beginning of the stage. We'll see. Yeah, see? I'm pretty sure I Yeah. So we have time. Let's go back and level 8. And that's another cool feature. Sometimes it'll randomly generate where what time of day it is. So sometimes you'll be playing and it will be daytime. Sometimes you'll be playing and it'll be nighttime. Sometimes it'll be evening. It's a really cool little concept. And there's pretty chaotic, but if you die, no big deal. See, we already have 26 lives, so I think that was one of the first deaths of the run. And we're more than way ahead. So, another thing to remind you, if you are playing this game, you will get the trophies and achievements for completing it 100%, finding all the caves. That will all come after you beat the game. So, if you're like, oh man, I didn't get this achievement / trophy for finding all the hidden caves, it will pop at the end. Another thing to keep in mind too, for some weird reason, and as far as I know this is not console specific, the game will only let you play a certain amount of profiles and get trophies and achievements. I may be wrong on that, but from what I've seen online, people saying that they're having trouble unlocking them after like 2 or 3 profiles. So I'm not sure if that's a feature or if that's a glitch, but if you're not unlocking trophies or achievements, this might be why. Keep that in mind. Now, if you really want, and you have this game sitting on your hard drive, it hasn't been updated, there is a glitch where pausing will erase time from your record, but this game is so easy, I don't see why you'd need that. You'll see when we finish the walkthrough. So this boss is really easy. He just basically, you hit the top of that smokehouse, or smokestack, and then he charges you. And you basically just run away. And that's the entirety of the boss. Doesn't get much more complex than that. Oop. One hit away. Didn't run fast enough. Sorry about that. Tickets, please. And that is the halfway point right there. So as you can see, it has been 13 minutes and 25 seconds, according to my recording timer. And we are halfway done. And that was replaying in a level, so lots of stuff going on there. You can choose to kind of take it slow on that one, or you can just rush in and try and get past it. It's really up to you. But yeah, the pooping birds, the farting. Melusina's character design is very juvenile. So, if you're prudish, this might not be a game for you, but it is pretty funny regardless. It's pretty cheap. Just a heads up, the Vita version, I had some pretty terrible frame rates on, so if you're going to play this exclusively on Vita, it's pretty, I don't know if it's just a bad port or if they patched it, or just a heads up. But this is being played on PlayStation 4, and as such, there will be certain button prompts, so just keep that in mind if you're playing on a different system. Oop, that was dumb of me. That was really dumb of me. Alright. That's the thing too, dying really doesn't matter in this game. If you're going after the Sigis and exploring all the hidden caves, you'll likely find more than enough lives to beat this game and not be cautious in the least. Oop. See, I try to sneak past that blade there, and that's right here. And some hidden caves have the letters, some of them don't. Grab it. Like I said, if you didn't grab that in time, it's no big deal. Just go back and jump in the water, and then you should be good to go. Now that we've killed 100 zombies and we gotten a trophy, you don't actually need to kill any enemies anymore if you're just trophy hunting. Again, if you're on another platform, take the term trophy hunting and switch it out to achievement or whatever your platform of choice meta game goals are called. There we go. As long as you make it to the checkpoint. Weenies. Is that like Weenie Hut General? Weenie Hut Junior? Are we gonna find SpongeBob here? Alright. So, here we go. Now this boss, there is a trick. So, it belongs to cholesterol. Let's try him. So basically, the platforms move, and you're supposed to jump on this platform over here. But if you time it right, you can actually land on the platform that cholesterol is standing on. I guess that's what the name of this boss is. And you can just basically free for all, and it speeds the battle way up, so I recommend doing that. He's had his chips, and that's, if you aren't familiar, British colloquialisms, chips is the same thing as American fries. So here's another life, and this is an achievement / trophy. It's, I believe, also considered an artifact. Alright, so we just made it to the thing. The checkpoint. And again, you don't have to be too particular with coins. There's another life if you want it. And some more coins. And there we go. So this is level 17. Bear in mind that this level has no hidden cave. So the only collectible that you need to collect here is the Sigi letters. lot of frantic action going on there, but basically I'm just hitting the attack button while jumping on the heads of the enemies. And there we go. We just have 3 levels left. Here's another weapon. Now here, where is it? Oh, over there. There is a artifact hidden over here in the chimney of there. So here is the hidden cave. And there's the eye, and we just beat the level. One more regular level and one more boss, and we have beaten this game. So level 19. And there we go. There are 2 artifacts in this level, so just keep that in mind. The first one is right here. And here's the hidden cave. And the second one is right up there. Go behind the waterfall. And that is the last artifact of the game. And this is also the last hidden cave of the game. So basically we just have to get the eye. And that's pretty much all the collectibles. At this point, all you have to do is beat the last boss, who is basically Hulk Hogan, but green. So in a way, he's like the real Hulk Hogan. And his name is Yvonne Stinkup. Has captured my sweetie pie. Except for, do you even know her? Does she acknowledge that you... Because she kind of ran away from you. Or run past him when he jumped. So yeah, they basically tell you exactly how to beat the last boss. But he does do this one move where this one. And he basically is like okay. Oops. Okay, I messed that one up. He's not too terribly difficult of a boss, especially for a final boss. That stupid bird. I swear, sometimes the bosses are only difficult because of the random monsters that attack you during. Okay, that was... Alright. And that is the last boss. And my recording timer is at 24 minutes. But I know that the game timer is going to be less because I talked a bit beforehand. And boop, we just lost Melusina back in the water. Now that's just plain silly. No, what's plain silly is, do you know this girl? I know you know her name, but if she was like consensual in this relationship, wouldn't you think that she would stick around? Alright, so well done. Your final score is 100%, 21 minutes and 56 seconds. And this is where all of the trophies and achievements will pop if you got them. So Caveman, Perfect, Collected Heart, etc., etc. Score 100%. So there should be one trophy left. And so what I like to do is I like to continue. And that should be for the coins. And now that we have finished the game, proper, we don't have to like rush through it. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of collect coins and we go through the whole game. At this point, if you've already beaten the game and you got your trophies except for this one, you could probably figure this out on your own if you really wanted to. But just to show the perfect, like how to get a platinum, we're going to keep running through the game until we've collected enough coins to get the trophy. And feel free to click off if you already have pretty much everything except for that trophy and you don't. Oh, that was my fault. But thank you for watching if you have. I hope it helped you. But we are almost finished with our platinum. And it shouldn't be too long actually, because as long as you're like diligent about not avoiding coins per se and collecting coins that were in the way and not just like flat out ignoring coins altogether. And you can destroy the street lamps for more coins if you want. Oh, see, I just got the chicken. It's not very powerful, but oh well. Took 5 hits to open up the cave wall. Oh well. And there we go. So, there is the Platinum Trophy, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this silly, flatulent platformer. I hope to see you at another video walkthrough. Thanks again.